And the Huskers will kick it away first. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really good job on that return. He goes out of bounds at the 32-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. From the gun, the ground game. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
To the air, it's Dampier. Here's the pressure. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
Well, this quarterback's athleticism, I think, makes it a little bit easier for you as a head coach when you decide to go for it on fourth down, because if it's not there to throw the ball, his athleticism can just take over. He can go get it himself and keep the drive alive. Really nice job that time by the QB.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
They're looking to throw on second and short. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Well, this defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse the field. They flush him out. They're able to rally to him, get him down to the ground. I like the aggressive nature of the defense here.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that third and short.
Quarterback will keep it. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, you're seeing analytics become a bigger part of college football each and every year, and there is a good example of it. Opening drive of the game, you're across the 50, fourth down, and it says run the ball and go for it. Even if you don't get it, your opponent's going to have to drive away as there's still a lot of football left to play. Hindsight's always 20/20, but that was an excellent decision by the head coach.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
The quick out, working their way closer and closer, a third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. The Utes will have it first and 10. The run from the shotgun. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running a football. You still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Looking downfield, it's Dampier. Throws toward the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
Oh, the offense just not able to come up with that. You knew that was going to be a bang-bang play, right? They're taking a shot into the end zone. That's That's going to have to meet a contested catch on the back end, but he wasn't able to come up with it because of the hit.
Yeah, not enough movement up front. You got to be a little bit more physical with this offense, but now it's 4th and 1. Another opportunity. You go for it there, you pick up some yardage. Now you made it a little bit short. Now this offense has really got to get physical.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Utah!
And this offense just made their first statement, the first drive. 4th down. What are we going to do? We're going to be aggressive. Not only that, they get the touchdown. They're rewarded. What a hot start for this offense.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Ives. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll run this play from the pistol. They'll leave it with him. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The give to the back. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Good timing on the quick out. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. We've reached a break. It's Utah holding the lead, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
The Huskers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The handoff to Johnson. The Cornhuskers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. To move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Out of the gun to give to the back. Gets it past the marker. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
Well, when you talk Nebraska football, it always comes down to their ability running it on offense. Whether it's the option or whether it's conventional, they've got a long and illustrious history of great running backs, and this guy is on the field for a reason. His vision, his ability to make people miss, run with toughness, he can do it all.
Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Unleashes one. He's got it. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
And the Huskers will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. The throw to the outside is complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And then man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
Caught, close to the marker, it's Johnson. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
You know, and that's why this guy can play 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it.
Turning it on! Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Cornhuskers!
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he puts through the extra point. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a little gadget play to get into the end zone. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? From inside the 10, here he comes. He's got great speed, and he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Back to throw, it's Dampier. Caught behind the line, it's Parker. Across the 45. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
Perfect play call against the perfect defense. They came with the blitz, and the offense had this screen pass called at the right time. Running back gets it in his hands. He's got linemen out in front, getting hats on hats. You can't do it any better than that.
Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are. And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Oh, and the attempt is no good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up. Opening play of the drive from the 39. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Quickly complete. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
It's hard to run a route or get lost near the sidelines and understand exactly where you're at. Nice job understanding I was starting to get close to the sidelines, throttling down a little bit, catching the football and making sure I was in bounds.
The Huskers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Quickly complete. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42. Precision, execution, and timing to pick up the first down on the out route.
I think you're spot on. Those out routes, man, it's got to be about timing. You got to throw that football before he breaks. Nice job seeing it. Short yard situation, throwing the ball on the money so the receiver can get upfield and get the first down.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Looking left. He makes a catch. Brought down at the 31. It is a first down. They'll immediately call timeout. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw on first down. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking for room, it's Parker. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And the Utes will kick it away to crank up the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
The Cornhuskers are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. Back to throw, it's Raiola. Fires to the tight end. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, third quarter here, 2nd and 10. Wants to keep it in the air. Catch in the middle, it's Hunter. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that end route.
And the Huskers are marching down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Man, listen, you get zone coverage and you can hit that curl route and he comes open continually, keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
The Huskers have it with a 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. There he goes. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Touchdown, Huskers! And that one will give him the lead. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finished it off with the 33-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He'll go out of bounds at the 22-yard line, and that's where this offense will take over. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Dropping back, it's Dampier. Grabbed over the middle, it's Parker. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Throws to the tight end. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
A really nice job by the linebacker there, understanding his responsibilities in that coverage. That's a cover 2 look, so there's 2 safeties playing deep, but the linebacker knows there's nobody underneath him, keeping him close to the line of scrimmage, so he can kind of float back a little bit, watch the QB's eyes, jump the throw, and make the pick.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Johnson. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. The Cornhuskers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Let's go! Let's go! He wants to throw it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. Smashes it between the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking to pass. It's Dampier. Finds the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. The Utes have it with a 1st and 10. looking to throw on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Parker. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. We've reached the break. It's Nebraska holding the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. So the final period starts with a second down play. They'll run play action. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
On the move. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
And the Utes are moving quickly down the field. Dropping back, it's Dampier. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
It's picked off, and they ruined the drive with a turnover. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster?
Out of all the ways to get a first down, that's how the offense chose to do it. I mean, make the mistake, throw the interception, Palmer, but heads-up play, force the fumble, and recover it. First down.
And, David, you know the quarterback's counting his lucky stars. That was a bad decision. That should be the defense's ball. Luckily, they fumble it. His teammates get it back to give him another chance.
The Utes want to move quickly.
This offense has their work cut out for him, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Third down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. They'll try to bully their way for the first. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
That is how it's done on third down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Caught in the backfield, it's Davis. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Under fire. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there, and that time it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Utes!
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this in the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off.
I love the coverage by the defense right here. Great job getting up in their space. Nothing easy down here for a 2-point conversion. The interception was just great.
Utah, 13.
They still need a touchdown to take the lead here in the fourth, and they'll try to get the ball back with the onside kick.
And that is why they're called the hands team, people, on onside kicks. Great job jumping on that ball.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Looking to the big tight end. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
Well, defense wasn't fooled on that pass play. Great job by the defender knocking it away.
What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, 3rd and long coming up. Throws for the tight end. Soft spot in the middle.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
Two-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. And the Huskers have it with a 1st and 10. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for space, it's Ives. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Huskers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Grabbed on the outside, it's Key.